Okay, I didn't want to make a video of my hair like this, but yeah, it's time for me to explain to you a divination system I made up that I like to call Ouija dice. The numbers correspond to the numbers on the dice. So the way I do this is with 1d20 dice. That way you always get a value. You see, these ones here are 10-sided dice. They have a 0. They'll have zeros, these 10-sided dice. So the lowest value you can get is a 1, and 1 would equal A, and 2 is B, 3 is C. If you get like extra numbers on D20, then you just translate it that way. Unless this is upside down, then you read it backwards, meaning you take the 3 first. So we'll say the letter is L, and then you pick one of those for some reason. I'm trying to get into this. I'm trying to explain it to you. So you roll the dice, and then you decode the message. I've gotten tons of messages. I've been doing this, I've come up with it like a week ago or something, and you can literally get words, like you can communicate with entities. So this is numerology. So 0 means nothing. Going up to 9, that's the highest it can go up to as a number, because the alphabet, it's just ugh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It repeats 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It repeats 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? So I'm going to ask the dice about to describe my earring. Then I jumble the dice up without looking, and then I throw the dice or put it down or whatever. Like, you don't need to throw it, you can just put it down too. So tell me what you think of those earrings, like describe them or something. So let's see, what numbers have I got? I've got a 0, I've got a 1, I've got a upside down 20, which would be like a 2, maybe a space, or maybe the 0 would also, maybe it would be a number, because sometimes you can read them as numbers, you don't have to read them as letters all the time. Because I actually got a message that said DT124 when I asked whether Donald Trump would win the election in 2024. You know what I mean? Yeah, so that was a very interesting code. Okay, now this can sometimes mean it's a 9 if it's like upside down. It doesn't always mean that though, so you gotta keep trying to decode in different ways. So I'm going to write this down, but before I say that, I used to use 2 extra ones, but then I stopped because it was way too complicated for me at the moment, because I'm really bad at math. So yeah, so I'm just still learning math, so I'm just gonna keep using up to 5 digits right now. So I'm just gonna write this down. Now we have the code written here from the dice, and you can decode it in any order you want. As I've mentioned before, the 0s usually mean nothing, so we have 3 values, and it turned out to not be a 6. The upside down number was correct. So you don't. It's not always upside down. Well, maybe it does. Maybe my magic is making it that it's more often upside down is correct. Like, because this comes from your higher self. It comes from entities. It comes from God. So what it said was KISS. KIS. So it can send you back phonetic messages. It can send you a lot of non-standard English messages that are understandable to you. And this brings in its own whole other bag of mathematics, really, about language and stuff. So what I think it's trying to say is that my earrings are so pretty, someone would want to kiss me by seeing me wear them because they are so pretty. That's what I think it's trying to say, because they are very pretty earrings. So yeah, that's I've gotten other messages too. It takes a while to talk about that. Is this still recording? Oh, it is. Okay, it looks like it was paused. Okay, so I'll just tell you, there was this lady, and she wanted to know whether she's going to see her grandkids again, because big family issue. Her code turned out to be written for, and that was it's so hard to decode up to 7 numbers right now, but like I was able to decode that, and this doesn't always... Okay, this answer turned out to be true. Like, it's being organised that she'll be able to see her grandchildren again through text messages. So it is written for. But this doesn't mean that every answer you're going to get is going to be truthful, because remember, we are talking to entities here, and even if we are talking to God as well, like, who knows if they're going to give you the true answer every time. Like, I mean, I have been getting a lot of very interestingly close, truthful answers, and I've gotten some rude answers too, but lately, after cleansing my dices or die in the singing bowl where they jump around when you vibrate it in the singing bowl, then I've been getting much more kind answers. So, and they don't need to be magical properties like that, like crystals and stuff, but like maybe crystals would add something to it. Now, another divination system I just literally created today helps you come up with like basic chords or musical notes in a certain way from 1 to 12 of the notes, because these are 12-sided dice. I haven't actually used this method yet, but I already know it's going to work because I'm putting my magic into it, and it's going to make it logical. It's already kind of logical because of the 12 notes, but yeah, this doesn't give you back messages as cool as the other one, by literally being able to talk to entities and stuff, but like, it can give you some song ideas if you're, wanting to, come up with, like, see what the entities think you should play, like, what type of music. I need to get more discs so I can, like, dice, not discs, dice, so I could add extra notes and extra chords or whatever, to this idea. So, I've created a lot of other divination methods, actually, with my own alphabet years ago, but I gotta tell you, the Ouija dice, not this music one, but the one before, that is really the best thing I've ever done yet, and I think other people... like, I haven't seen it on the internet, but I know other people would have been using these methods somehow, because, like, it's like... alphabetical numerology and gematria and all that kind of stuff. Like, people are already using it in different ways. Like, there's got to be other people who are doing it with dice too. But anyway, please use this method. Make it more popular. Not this method. That's well, actually be pretty good for a game to do this method with music. You can make like a game, like, you know what I mean? So yeah, trademarked by Captain Dogma, so copyrighted by Captain Dogma. Yeah, me, Captain Dogma, Efna Flower, Captain Dogma. My name's okay. So I came up with Ouija dice. Okay, that's me, Captain Dogma, aka Efna Maeve McGreevy Flower. So, yeah. Spread this around, please.